Yo, Breezy.
Yo, yo, yo.
The San Francisco 49ers are about to take on the big, bad Packers in their own house. But the thing is, I don't know if the Niners have put in enough work to get their reward. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to talk about all of that and more. You ready?
It's time to switch some cheese, baby.
Let's do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your boys Mike and Wayne are back. Where the bomb? I thought you was dropping a bomb on them, baby. I thought you was hitting them with the funk flex. Woo! Listen, man. I've been big on this whole like reaping what you sow, or you get what you work for, and you bear the fruits of your labors.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if the Niners are working out the right people in the right places, and where's the fruit going to come from, and what's it going to taste like, Wayne? Like, how have they been working? Do you think that the team is actually working to improve, or are they just trying to sustain?
That's a great question. They're definitely not out there trying to sustain. You got a lot of players out there that's not living up to, I don't know, people's expectations, teams' expectations. Maybe sometimes they're not even living up to their expectations. I don't think the Niners are going out there every week to lose. They're falling short. Like, if you look at these games, we're just literally falling short. It's simple as us not being able to close out a game, or us not being able to seal the deal on the game. I feel like the offense got to figure out ways to close out. If they got the ball at the end, special teams got to do their job. If the defense is out there, they got to seal the deal. If I'm handing you a lead, bro, I'm going to need my defense to figure it out. But what you're seeing is just a bunch of miscommunication still going into week 12. And I think that, to me, is what got me scratching my head, because it's like the team isn't learning. But the thing is, they're not making the same mistakes. They're making like different mistakes every single week. And you know what? It's the same mistake, but it's a different person making the mistake.
It's the same general mistake, right? Like the defense couldn't get a stop in the last drive, or the offense couldn't get the game-winning score. But the reason is because last week the offense couldn't do it because Ricky Pearsall. Mm-hmm. This week the offense couldn't do it because
Deebo
Brock
Samuel.
Purdy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So I get what you're saying. It's like when you step back, it's the same reason. When you zoom in, it's a different person for the reason every time. So I want to share something with you, man. I think I've shared this with you before. Can you see my mug here?
Yeah.
It says, "Thank you for being my husband. If I had a different husband, I would punch him in the face and go find you."
Mm-hmm. That's a lot
So
to
I had
put
a
on
guy.
a mug.
Yeah, my wife is wild, right? So I had a new employee today, and I'm drinking out of this mug, and I didn't think twice about it. Like it could have been a company mug for all I know. Like, I was just drinking out the mug. He says, "Can I take a picture of that?" And he's sitting in my office at my desk, and I had no idea what he was talking about. So I said, "What?" He points, and I thought he was pointing to me because the mug was on the table. So it's like one of these things. And I'm like, "You want to take a picture of me?" He was like, "No, the mug." I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And I read it, and I started laughing. And then he was like, "Yeah, I think my wife is going to get a kick out of this." Now, he sends the picture to the wife. Come to find out, the wife went online and is looking for it. They have this in mugs. They have it in glasses. Mm-hmm. They have it in all different things, right? To me, he sent it to her. She liked it. I don't know if she's going to get him anything, but that's what they're looking at now. I could see the area that he's going to try to improve on. He's going to try to get a mug like this because he thought it was cool. Where are the Niners trying to improve is what I'm saying. Like, I don't, not where, because we're not in practice. We're not privy to that information. How can they improve is, I guess, the question. Like you said, there's always somebody different that's stopping us from doing it. So
there's not much. This is not gonna come out right, because I'm not gonna say this right. The Niners have to figure out where they're broken, and I think that's where it starts. But the issue is they're broken in different levels on different parts, facets of the team. We could say that maybe we fixed the special teams issue because we didn't have a mishap in the special teams unit last game. But now we need the special teams to consistently not do that again. Like, right? Don't come out this week on the road and make a boo-boo. So that's one area where they were broken. Offensively, well, they still struggle in the red zone, even though they improved. They went 2 for 3. No. Hear me out. They went 2 for 3 instead of going 1 for 3. Going 2 for 3 is better than 1 for 3.
Yes, sir.
But then they struggled in getting holdings and false starts and stuff we didn't see all season. I mean, Mike, 8 penalties from the offense? That's unheard of, bro. You understand what I'm saying? That's unheard of. So I'm trying to figure out how the 49ers, it's like, damn, they trying to move the ball offensively. Then we get into a spot, and now we get called back, and now we got to run a 2nd and 20, 1st and 20. Then we run it and get no yards. Now a 2nd and 20. That's why we don't throw a run on 1st and 20. Because if the offensive line is letting the defense be in the backfield the moment we hike the ball, now it's 2nd and long, opposed to 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13, 2nd and 15. I'll take that. You know? So it's a lot. Defensively, flying around to the ball, making the tackles for a loss, keeping the quarterback in the pocket. Then they don't keep the quarterback in the pocket. Like, wait. Bro, you did it. And so it's not a lot to improve on. It's more fundamentals. It's more discipline, Mike. And so if I'm a coach, I'm not drilling them in practice. I'm drilling them on fundamentals. Like, because you can't practice what you can't, what's the word? Emulate? You can emulate what the other team is going to do. That's what the scout team is for. But Dobbs is not Kyler Murray. Dobbs is not Geno Smith.
Yeah.
You can ask him to play like that, but he's still not that. He's a different makeup, different body, different athleticism. But maybe they just need to figure out, like, when the quarterbacks run. So that way, the defense responsibilities in man zone, they don't miss the play. Like, the linebackers, you hook to the curl zone. If the running back is going to the right, that's the roles and the responsibility. They got to practice on those little things. And when you got a guy out there like Devondre Campbell, that's why he's new to this system, bro. Like, defensively, I don't think the Packers run the same defense the 49ers run. So when he was there, he's not running what the Niners run. And that's why he's struggling every week, because every time we flip to man coverage, it's like he's forgetting what his role and responsibility is. He's a downhill linebacker, not a coverage linebacker. You get what I'm saying? And the Niners defense, he's asked to be Dre Greenlaw. And that was never his role.
That's not his role.
He's not even built that way, is my point.
Right.
He's built to be physical at the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, he sucks. No doubt. You know what I mean? No doubt. All right, Will, listen, man. I wasn't going to address this. But, I don't know if this is the Will that I think I know. But you really got to stop calling me a female, bro. You don't know me, and you don't want to know me. And I'm not internet tough. I'm not none of that. Like, I'll give you my address. That's me. But real talk, we just talking football, bro. I'm not crying. I'm not sitting out here being emotional. Mike asked me a question, and I'm simply answering it. That's all I'm doing. So let's just chill out, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for takes and trying to figure out why our team suck. Or, excuse me, why our team is different. Right? That's why we're here. I don't feel like just because
I had to go to the chat to find out what was going on.
Well, just because
I was locked in.
Just because my pitch goes up, that's just who I am. I'm a first tenor, and when I get excited, That's how I am. My voice is gonna flare up. When I get angry, my voice is gonna flare up. You get what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Will. I'm not talking about no audibles. No audibles. I gotta go check my You're right. I gotta go check my
Is no Audible's name also Will?
It could be the same person. It could be. But you ain't gotta say that I'm acting like a female. Wayne's such an emotional female. Mike shouldn't F with him. That's calling me a female. That's calling me a female.
I don't think that's no Audible. I don't think he switched accounts that fast because he just posted right before that.
But anyway, all I'm saying is, Mike, we just got to figure out how to start putting these players in positions where they just not going to execute properly. I think that's all I was trying to say.
Right.
But it's hard when you're missing your executing player. It's hard when you're missing, and then you got young players to come out, and you're asking them to be all pros. Think about it. Just think about it for a second. And I'm not saying injuries as an excuse, but think about it. You got a rookie starting at strong safety. You got the second-year player going at free safety, right? You went and got back to Sean Gibson, and you're waiting for him to get acclimated, hopefully back to some type of football if he can. If he can. He might be too crippled and old, right? Right? And then Dre Greenlaw, there's no other Dre Greenlaw in the NFL. Bro, you needed to have drafted a linebacker, and you're hoping that's what D. Winters can turn into. Right?
High hopes, but all right. Yeah, I'm with you.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's my take on it, bro. I apologize if I rambled on. My bad.
No. I like it. But now you got me looking at the chat.
Oh no, man. It's all
somebody
all love,
called
bro.
Larry.
Like it's all love, man.
Did you see this? It says somebody called Larry Karen Kruger and he flipped out. Wait a second. I'm so curious. Is calling?
Oh, I get it. At first, I didn't get it at first, but now I get it.
That's
messed up. That's worse.
Is that like their N word?
Yeah, the Karen. They don't like to be called Karens. But no, seriously, man. Man, listen, I'm here for 30-minute football show, man.
Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? That's bad because if somebody was laughing at us being called, like, let's say the N word offended us, and somebody called us that, and I saw them laughing at us like that, I think I would be mad. But I didn't know that word was that offensive. I didn't know it. I did not know that was offensive. They say he snapped. I want to see the clip. Can somebody send me the clip? I didn't know that was offensive. I'm so sorry. Yo, like, I know women named Karen. I didn't think it was bad. Like, if somebody called you a Michael.
Nah, because you don't know who Karen is? You don't know about the Karens?
I know, like, the like, don't be a Karen. Like, don't
right,
I thought that just meant don't be a snitch.
It's not just the snitch. It's the privilege. It's the snitch. It's the making bull stuff up. The Karens don't even be snitching. They be fabricating the truth. That ain't even what happened.
Offensive? Why is that so offensive, bro? I can't
relate. I can't relate.
Okay.
That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
I'm gonna reel it back to 49ers football. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. No more distractions. I promise. Every time I look at the weather report, it's different. Is it going to snow now in Green Bay? Like,
I think it's already snowing. It was supposed to rain. It got cold. It got freaking like -30 or something like that, and that formed snow. So if it was supposed to rain and you get the cold air meet with the warm air, you get snow. I am no meteorologist, or is that what it's called? Weatherologist? Whatever, but that ain't me.
Meteorologist. You did. You know what? Wait a minute. Good.
Y'all be on it.
Yeah, my boy knows some words. Let's go.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It say Sunday is clear. It's just cloudy. And it's 45 degrees.
Right. But what I meant by raining, I meant before the game. The forecast for the game is cloudy and cold. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be like 30, but their 30 gonna be like our 0 or something like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's gonna be
wind and all that stuff. I get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. So I think but it was supposed to rain up until then is what I'm trying to say. But I think because of that cold air met with the warm air, it formulated the snow. The good thing is it's snow. It's not wet. It's snow and it's not raining on the ball. Like Brock's hands probably won't be as wet because Brock and with wet hands and wet paws struggles.
Got you.
So if it's not actually precipitating the snow to where it's being wet on the ball, Brock should be fine.
All right. What's your favorite kind of fruit?
Mike,
You like fruit?
I feel like I messed up this whole show, but
but
I let it slide and you don't do it on my channel. That's why it can't be the Will I know, because I know Will.
You probably banned him on your channel.
Nah, because I know enough. Never mind. That's got to be somebody different. But my bad. Go ahead.
What's your favorite kind of fruit?
Strawberries.
So, when I was growing up, strawberry is my favorite. The older I get,
The less you like to eat them.
I can kind of do without them. Now I will say, when I make my strawberries, like when I cut them up and put them in a big container, and sprinkle some water on top.
Okay, some water on top,
and then like a little bit of sugar, just a little bit.
You black.
Shake that joint up.
No, that's the problem. No,
they're good.
No,
just a little bit of sugar.
Bro, I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying you black. That's a black people thing. Strawberries.
You've done that before?
Bruh, I don't do it now because I know how to now pick my strawberries. The redder they are, the sweeter they are.
Nah, ain't no such thing as a sweet strawberry, bro. They
yes,
all
there
got
is.
a tart,
bro.
bitter.
The more red that those strawberries are, as long as they're not soft and mushy.
The dark red.
The dark red, the darker the strawberry, the sweeter the strawberry. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. It don't matter what the berry is. We ain't talking about blackberries. We talking about berries.
Now the expression makes
think about
sense.
it, yo.
I just thought they meant dark-skinned people was just great and beautiful.
That is what it mean, because that's, we take it to a different meaning, but my point is the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I felt like I just said it wrong, but yeah, that's it.
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Or the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So I am a professional watermelon picker. Wait, that sounded. I am the best at picking a watermelon out in the grocery store. I can get you the sweetest, most juicy watermelon ever. Every time.
Is it by the firmness of the watermelon?
Nah, because
that's cantaloupe. That's cantaloupe.
I don't like cantaloupe.
See,
I don't like melon.
I was watching I don't like melon, but I love cantaloupe. I was watching this video about black cards. And they said if I chose cantaloupe over watermelon, they have to take my black card. Now, I'm not a watermelon person, though. But I like the flavor of watermelon. I don't like to eat watermelon.
That's so my favorite thing is eating the watermelon, because you know what's cool about a watermelon?
It's a healthy snack.
You could take a knife and like draw an S through it.
Yeah,
and the S will come out perfect.
Yeah,
like it's the only fruit that like holds its true. You could take it and put like cookie cutters in it and get whatever shape watermelon.
You could do that to pumpkins too, but they're not fruit.
Wait.
When you carve pumpkins.
Eat pumpkins?
Yeah, Mike, bro.
Wait, nah, you lying. Like you
could. It's a legume, bro. You can eat the inside of pumpkin. People eat pumpkin seeds.
I thought a lagoon was a place, like something to do with water.
Nah, those are like those beans and pumpkins and stuff. Like
you telling me that gourds and pumpkins are edible?
Lagoon is that. Legumes, legumes, is what I'm talking about.
Shoot. Okay. All right, my bad. All right, okay, we getting full education here today. Okay, because I didn't know that. All right, cool.
Now see this
guy.
I can't. I'm not reading this shit. I'm not.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what it says.
Sorry for cursing. Not reading this
Breezy
one.
And Mike grow their own dingleberries. Organic, I heard. I like it.
I had a dope. You ever like? Never mind. I was gonna say.
Hold on. What does pumpkin taste like? No, I'm not letting that go, because here's what I will say. Okay, you know
I don't
what?
like pumpkin.
You know what?
I am not a pumpkin fan, bro. I pumpkin
did know that
just
people
for
eat pumpkin, because I've had pumpkin pie before and I was pissed, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh yeah, because you thought it was sweet.
It was sweet potato pie.
Yeah, it looked exactly similar. Exactly. It tastes way different.
No, it's not the same.
It's
it
the consistency.
Not the same.
It's the consistency of the sweet potato is way different than pumpkin, but it looks exactly the same. And if you trick
So what
me,
does pumpkin actually taste like?
bro? It don't taste like sweet potatoes. So that's my thing. If you try to trick me and I eat pumpkin, that shit going in your face. Because don't just say it's don't make me think it's sweet potato pie and it's pumpkin pie. This happened before.
And why is it that when they advertise pumpkin pie, it's always got, what is that, whipped cream on top?
No, don't put no motherfucking whipped cream on none of that. If it ain't lemon meringue, I don't want no whipped cream.
I never had lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, meringue is whipped cream.
It looked slimy. So
Nah,
I never thought of it.
Okay, I got you.
Is that key lime?
Key lime is the
I thought
green
lemon
pie.
meringue was like a gel looking.
No, lemon meringue
like a
is
filling?
the meringue is a whipped egg whites. And that's
It's
how
raw?
Nah, I guess when you whip it, it's cooking it. The more you whip it,
Okay. Wait,
It's
but
kinda
that's
like-
not
it look
cooked.
like-
That's
it look like
no
Cool
heat.
Whip.
That's just that's texture. That
no,
you can change the texture of something raw.
Nah, because I mean, you can eat raw eggs if you want. I don't suggest it.
I saw Rocky. I ain't doing that. I saw Rocky. He was throwing shots back.
Yo, but
that
that was
I'm
a
not-
weight training thing though back in the day. Like eat the egg, crack it, eating it. Nah, that's disgusting. I would have threw up in my mouth.
I did learn to crack eggs with like one egg in the hand. Like
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I did learn to do that though. So
I'm
that
the
was
worst
fun.
egg cracker. You know what? Can I say
You
this?
get
Mike?
shells in your eggs?
This is your show. But can I say this at this point? I just want to say the 49ers right now. I'm actually enjoying this conversation. I'm not swallowing eggs, M&S. That is disgusting. Matter of fact,
Well, you swallowed them, not chewed them. What he talking about? He talking about
well, because if I said you eat the egg whites, I mean you eat the eggs raw, like you just swallow. You're not chewing it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that stuff hitting your mouth? You're about to throw up. No, hear me out, right? Yo, you ever? Yo, hey Mike, have you ever had to you ever ate liquid egg whites? Okay, have you ever eaten egg whites?
yes.
So the egg whites from the egg, which look like snot, right? It just I can't do it.
Which
like,
is why I never did the lemon meringue or the.
like
That's where I was going with it.
If I got an egg breaker and separator, I'll whip the hell out of them egg whites. I'll eat them too. But me looking at
But when you
snot,
whip them, the color changes.
you add sugar too, so it helps. You know what I'm saying? You add sugar to the egg whites. That's how you get the
what?
sweet. Because it's gonna give the egg. You're
Oh, on
whipping
the
it.
meringue. We back
On
to
the
the pie
meringue.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my bad.
I'm
My
about to
bad.
say, I never added sugar to my
I
eggs.
add salt and pepper, maybe a little parsley.
Garlic,
But hear me out.
onion powder. Okay.
I'm on this meal plan, right? And it's carb cycling, right? But it's heavy protein, so they'll be like eat 3 eggs with like 5 egg whites, right? And it sounds like a lot. First of all, it's a lot, right? So okay, it's a lot. But I'm like, all right, I'm not cracking and wasting all those eggs and just throwing out the yolks,
And getting
right?
rid of the yolks.
So I'll just buy the liquid egg whites, bro.
What you about to tell me?
No, it's just the consistency of it. It makes me gag, so I couldn't do it anymore. I threw it out, and I was just like, I'll just eat eggs. F the egg whites. Well, I don't know what they do anyway. The F the egg whites. But I realized like I need more protein, so it's like because I'm lifting, and so that's it. That you want a protein meal, that eggs and steak, and that's
Steak
the
and
good
eggs,
pairing.
yeah.
That's a good
Steak
pairing
and
because you
eggs,
get the
though,
protein, you get the fat from the steak. I don't eat lean steak because that's nasty steak. I'm gonna get the bone, ribeye, T-bone, anything with the bone. I'm not getting anything lean. I don't want no lean cut. But so I just found out something today that it said that you should, when you wake up, it's something called like this 30-30-30 rule, right? I love finding out information. I think that's why I like this show so much, right? I don't know what the last 30 mean, but the first 30 and the second 30 I got. I don't think I got to the last 30.
You not coming to the table with 33% missing of the information of the 30-30-30
Bro,
rule.
I'm
So
missing 10% because that's 90.
I'm gonna find the other 30.
No.
I'll
Hear
tell
me
you
out.
what it means.
Hear me out,
I'm
right?
listening.
So it's 30. So you wake up in the morning.
30-30-30 diet. I'm with it.
And
Boom.
then after 30 minutes, You wake up,
Eat 30 grams.
eat 30 grams. Now, I stopped reading after that because that shit blew my mind. Yo, you hear what I'm saying? That junk blew my mind. Bro, I'm like, yo. And so then I found a list of 30 what 30 grams look like. I'm like, so I saw cottage cheese, and they advertised it with cottage cheese. I said, I'm not eating that stuff. And so I clicked on it. Bro, I saw the chicken breasts. I said, oh, I could do chicken breasts first thing in the morning. I really can't because that's nasty. I need to eat some eggs. But it gave me a breakdown. Like, it was like, yo, you would need 6 eggs to get to the 30 gram. I'm like, damn. So I might as well just eat 4 ounces of chicken breast cooked.
But I'm about to say that's easy though. Like egg,
It
if
is,
you just
but
cook the eggs, it's easy.
yeah, but that could get expensive when you could just buy the
Especially
chicken
today,
breast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you get them whole, beat the shit out of them joints, tenderize them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Make it a little bit more, chewable, right? Because chicken breast is boring. But what's the last 30, Mike? That's the only reason. I don't know what the last 30 means.
You're supposed to follow it with 30 minutes of low intensity exercise.
And my dumb ass goes straight to the treadmill, fucking hit.
Be killing it.
Killing
Tearing your
it, bro.
knees
Knees all fucked up. Got the walking off the joint like, man, what happened? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
So this is cool. Now I know that your favorite fruit is strawberries, and I'm very proud of you for that.
I couldn't figure out how we got here. That's where I couldn't.
That's how this all started.
Yeah. So full
I don't
circle
know how we
this for
got the
everybody.
eggs. So I want the Niners to bear the fruits of their labor. And speaking of, I would like us to go over today's practice report. Do you have
Did they practice
access
Today's
to
Wednesday.
the 49ers?
Today's
practice?
Thursday.
Today's Thursday, yeah. So they should have been in practice because it's a travel week. I thought they practiced today. I could be wrong. But it seems like
They said that Brock Purdy shut himself down mid-practice. Could this be a problem?
Yes.
All right, so Josh Dobbs or Brandon Allen, who you want out there? Bump everything else. Let's not even talk about
for
practice.
this upcoming game.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs or Brandon Allen.
I want Dobbs. Just this game. I want Dobbs.
Because
Absolutely.
you gotta explain why.
The inclement weather, the pending weather, the cold and all that stuff, he's going to be better moving around. I think Allen could be a little stiff. He's old. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, Allen will operate in the confines of the system in rhythm.
Yes, that makes sense, but I just want to know how old he is. Allen is Purdy.
Allen is, yes, taller Purdy. Yes.
Is he Allen taller?
He's got to be. Brock Purdy don't even look like he's 6 foot, but I know they say he's 6'1", right? Brandon Allen.
I type in Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen
is 32 years old, so I was
32,
right.
So he is old. That's why do you put him out there because he's
6'2".
He's 6'2". He's the same height as Brock Purdy.
He's an inch taller. He probably a real 6'2".
Yeah.
I thought Purdy was 6'1". I might be wrong on that. I always thought Brock Purdy was 6'1".
We want Dobbs out there, but I just feel like I want Dobbs out there as well. Like I don't want.
But now you tell me why. I want Dobbs out there for the arm strength. I think he could throw a ball that cuts through the wind. I think that he can scramble and keep players alive. Like the best version of Purdy we've seen all year is the one that's making plays with his legs and still looking down the field. That's who Dobbs is, in my opinion. I don't think that Dobbs is a scrambler.
Something's got to be. It's got to be something to the point to the simple fact that he's been quarterback 2 all year.
Allen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that. So naturally, it would go to
no.
Allen.
No, I asked you who'd you want. And I want Dobbs too because he has the ability to be a playmaker. So, like, I know that Dobbs is going to not see the read, miss the read, and take off and get you positive yards. Now, what you get from that is a couple of things. A, he could get injured. B, he can turn over the ball, right? Or C, he makes a play. So there's 3 possible things that can happen out of that. Brandon Allen, with this offensive line, could potentially be Dobbs be in the game by the end of the first quarter anyway. So I don't know. Like, I don't think Alejandro Kyle Shanahan's going to go to 2 quarterbacks. We haven't seen that. We tried it with Trey Lance once and never did it again. Never did. And Trey Lance scored on the touchdown. I don't know if you remember that. Guess who it was against?
Dallas.
I felt like it was Green Bay, like a preseason game or something like that.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, my point is, I don't think we're gonna get that. I just don't. But that could be something that's pending. We could talk about this too.
I got a problem with this. I have
a huge problem with this, but I want to know what your problem is
is
because we might be on the same page for the first time.
Nah, we probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I don't like when Joe Montana and Steve Young like say it should be this quarterback. When all that was happening, I hated it. I absolutely hated it because I start judging them based off of other things other than what they're saying. I don't like when Jerry gets involved in player and personnel stuff and starts sharing his opinions for multiple reasons. Just I don't like it. Same thing here. Like these dudes, like, first of all, you're calling out somebody on a team that your son is signed to. It sounds like personal interest and conflict of interest. Like just don't. That's a bad look to me. That is a bad. And your son plays the same position. That's a bad look to me. It just you probably have some sort of bias in there. So no. And my bottom line with Deebo, I have not been happy with Deebo's production for 2 seasons, maybe 2.5. I haven't been happy with his production. But Deebo is and does exactly what got him that extension. The stats aren't there because he's not being used as much in that role, but Deebo hasn't changed. Deebo's the same bad route runner that he was when he got that extension. Deebo is the same guy that is going to not come up with all the contested catches as he was when he got that extension. That hasn't changed. So if the way we're using him changed, then you all should be mad with the person that's using him, not with the player. Because I've seen Deebo try and attempt to change, and we just refuse to acknowledge that. So I want to know why you have a problem with T.O. calling out Deebo.
Like I'm okay with people giving their opinions and stuff. I don't have a problem calling out Deebo. I just don't think he's saying the right stuff. Because clearly if you're watching football, this whole offense is trash. So if you thought that Deebo was supposed to make the offense by himself not trash, that's kind of hard, right? So to say that, let me get the quote on what he really said. Because that's the thing. Deebo Samuel, he believes that Deebo Samuel needs to shift his focus down the stretch. And I think he talked about, coming out to the boom box and like the way, and that's what I didn't like.
It's already stupid. It's already stupid.
Right. And so like that, what does that have to do with shifting the focus? Players have had their musical rituals all season. And when you're winning, don't nobody give a fuck about, when you're winning, don't nobody talk about it. Now, because you're not winning, right? Now, all of a sudden, he needs to shift his focus. And you could throw the podcast thing in there. A lot of players do the podcast thing, to supplement and earn some extra income or whatnot. But my issue is, like Deebo's going to get picked on because he's making 23 point something million this year. And that is the issue. If Deebo wasn't making 23 point something million this year, nobody would care about the lack of production, for the simple fact that you said it. You hit the nail on the head. And I've been trying to tell people that it's not that he looks slow or he looks this. He's just not used the same way. He's not. We don't throw screens. Yo, we use screens 6% of the time on offense, yo. 6%. That's the league's lowest in the NFL.
Right.
We used to use the screen probably 20% of our game. It was quick throws. Quick this, quick that. The one play we used the screen against Seattle, he gets you 12 plus yards. Ding, 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 ding. So why not utilize him that? Oh, maybe because he's a vet on the football field and we're trying to get him to do this and trying to get him to do that. Well, that's probably why he's failing, because he was never the route guy. You didn't draft him as the route guy. You drafted him to be a weapon. You drafted him to be an X factor. Well, he's not X factor.
To be a weapon.
You paid him to be a weapon. He got labeled wide back. And then now everybody's like, oh, he's not running the same. Well, I wonder why. They know the plays. So it's different. You got to figure out a different way. We got mad when we used Deebo out of the backfield as a running back. Oh, he's not built to be a running back. He came last season, he came into the year big, remember? This season, he comes into the year a little bit smaller. Like, we got to pick our poison. It's not about evolving the game, Billy P. Every player is not going to evolve. Every player is not going to turn into a route runner. You're asking a person that doesn't run routes to run routes. He's not, right. His body type might not be capable to be quick enough and shifty enough to run the routes. He's physical. We got mad that he used to run too physical because he stayed hurt. So he's trying to change that up. Now people, he's not physical enough. Huh?
Well, they were saying that when they valued him.
He's not breaking
right?
tackles
they were
anymore.
saying that they were saying that when they didn't want him off the field, right? Like, oh, Deebo's so good. We don't want him to get hurt. Stop running into people, run out of bounds. Stop running over people, run out of bounds. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. Now it's like, well, we don't care if you get hurt because you ain't doing shit. And that's like hypocrisy at its finest. Like I said, that don't make any sense to me.
If you're going to call a player out, just talk about their play on the football field. Don't allude it to anything off the football field. Like, right? Like, if you're going to call a player out, say, I need Deebo to run better routes. I need Deebo to be more physical. I need be that. But saying stuff like, oh, his pregame attire and him showing up in booty shorts and whatever, like, he's not focused. He doesn't seem focused.
That outfit was weird as shit when I saw it.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Everybody
I know that, but you've never heard me. You've never heard me talk about it though. Right?
No, like, it's weird to some and it's weird to not some. I get it, but my point is, what that got to do with him not being focused? I don't get it. How is he not focused?
Right.
Nobody
the
told.
Preparation is during practice and on the field. What does that have to do with what you wear walking in? He could have came and dressed like a mummy for all we care.
Right.
Who cares?
Right. But nobody talked. Never mind. Didn't T.O. not get? Never mind.
Nope. We gonna wrap it up. That's it, y'all. We going home.
Oh no. There's a comment right here. I miss having control. Antonio Baker. We're not wrapping it up.
Where's Antonio Baker?
458.
458.
I'm not mad at Deebo. I'm mad at how he's being set up to fail. He's being set up to succeed along with the rest of the players on this team.
I'm so confused by this. You wanted to
I
read
think
this?
he's not being well, he's saying he's not mad at what we're seeing from Deebo because the way they're utilizing him. He's basically saying everything you just said. Right? And it's like he's being set up to fail because you're asking him to beat this coverage, beat man. And I just feel like some players aren't man beaters. Some players are built for zone. You draft certain players because of their type, right? Some players are going to give you the quicks and have the ability to be that type of wide receiver. Deebo was always the aggressive bully. His name is Deebo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was always that aggressive guy. Now we're not seeing the aggressive stuff because we're not setting up the plays for him to be aggressive. He's running routes. And, all right, Mike, in the last game, Mike, right? The last game, he was targeted 5 times, right? He caught 3 passes. Now, that's good, right? It's okay. It's mid, I guess. But 2 of those targets, one was high over his head behind him, and the other one was in the dirt. So tell me how he's supposed to do that.
Right.
Are we mad because he didn't get open more in the game? And Brock wasn't seeing wide open receivers anyway. So what's the problem?
Right.
Miss Ricky wide open. Miss Deebo wide open. Miss Jennings wide open. Like, so I'm not saying that Deebo doesn't have things that he needs to improve on. He does. He needs to go out there and be the best version of himself on the football field. But this team is out of sync.
Yeah, and don't try to turn me into a Deebo apologist, y'all, because I like going against Deebo. I need everybody else to be pro Deebo, though. It's not fun when everybody's doing it. Then it's just bullying. I don't like that.
Matt says he missed Sorber wide open in the end zone, though, Matt. To hit Deebo for a 5-yard gain.
Bro. And you want to know something? You honestly want to know what's going on with Purdy? No, never mind. We ain't got enough time. Nope.
Yes, we do. We got 2 minutes.
Bro. Y'all think this? You think it's a coincidence Purdy's having one of his worst? Never mind.
No,
I know.
I know why I think he's having one of his worst seasons. But no, it's not. I don't want to talk about that. I want us to win this game. And if the script
All
says
right.
we win this game, we win this game.
Okay. Let's
Okay.
see if we can find the script. All right, that's it, y'all. We hope you all appreciate it and enjoyed this show. We had a lot of fun. Get Wayne some strawberries, some dark strawberries, because apparently the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We hope you guys learned something here today. I had a lot of fun, Wayne, man. Thank you so much for joining today's episode, brother. Y'all go over there. Make sure y'all subscribe to my man's channel, the Wayne Breezy Network over on YouTube. Got that monetization back. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That joint made me feel so good to see it up there. Pause. So, listen, that's going to do it. We'll see y'all soon. No team is safe when the Niners are on the prowl. I'm Mike. That's Wayne. And this is No Harm, No Foul. Peace.